Welcome to Mercy TV, channel 29, the most watched and the fastest growing faith-based channel, transmitting live from our studios in Freetown, Sierra Leone, and to nations of the world. Mercy TV broadcasts 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with real-time live streaming. Mercy TV brings together the best in Christian television. Mercy TV covers life-transforming teachings, preachings, educational and biblical cartoons for children and young adults, inspirational movies, dramas, live news and current affairs, talk shows, breaking news with expert analysis. You can access Mercy TV channel 29 on Meadowsat, Satcon, and Facebook. Mercy TV empower people and transform lives through radio and television. For advert, airtime, orange money donation, call +232 769 78161 or WhatsApp +44 7472 379 179. Mercy TV, where everybody is somebody.
Yeah, hello family. Una do. Of course, today is Saturday. As usual, within a Mercy TV, and the program, of course, we always know now Civic Hours. When I know say Civic Hour, and that time we tell family them, everybody, of course, now the country about your rights and your obligation to your company and to the nation. You know, we know say a lot of things and there way some people can do. You come on a city, you go in a village, the village get in your system. You come on a village, you can a big town, the big town itself get in your system, but people then can jump, then think they all. So behavior. Now in Civic Hour in actually talk about. So today, of course, I gave me three. I'll let you one not able come now, of course, but two of them come. We then get for help me for let we talk about the topic, and the topic still we they go with the charge where people and the charge for money, injustice, not way the thing that way you they do to other people, you know, we enough fine, you know, because you either in a position or you get money or something the way you hold a hand. Injustice now they can't talk about today. And we'll talk about that from different sides. So with me, one of me, I'll let you, we brother tell from the Adu.
Right, viewers, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on whose side you when you watch this program. And with this, I want to say welcome to another edition of your favorite program, the Civic Hour. Thank you very much. Yeah,
we get to a man who come up from the Legal Aid Board. Of course, we don't know no money. Then they help them people with thinking trying upon then the courts and other places. Then they can call them, they buy them. So they with you. Brother, tell family Adu.
Family Adu, me na Victor Tutu Rogers, a juvenile children's affairs stroke outreach at the Legal Aid Board. Of course, I then the media, the print electronics, and a civil society activist. On our door, the civic hour, na follow okay on go, usa no the one know, and the one who no know, at least if we all know, what we no know, then at least we go do something we go be better, we go push this country, we go before. Not for naughty way bad, and that way good way they make we all go before.
Yeah, thank you. Of course, family them. We'll come back to Unagis now. Just a minute.
Every day, the world wakes up to you. Millions of people are getting ready for you. For shopping, travel expenses, utility bills, trade, and commerce. If we all have wishes, then what is your financial transaction wish?
I'd like to have a choice.
I'd like convenience.
I'd like to pay for goods and services on the go.
I'd like to pay utility bills on the go. Out of credit and data, buy some mobile top-up, still on my phone. Oops, lights out. I'll buy some ETSA, still on my phone.
I'd like to make payment from my account to another account through my mobile phone.
As a CEO of a company, I would like my staff to receive their salaries through bulk e-payment without the risk of transporting cash.
Rokel Commercial Bank SimCorp does it all.
Rokel Commercial Bank SimCorp. Think of it as
money when you're close to home and when you're away from home for unexpected expenses and money for those times when cash fails.
If you can dream it, you can become it. If you can imagine it, you can achieve it.
Rokel Commercial Bank SIM couple is all you need.
Yeah, welcome back, fam with them. Of course, this is Civic Hour, and in the Canto now, every Saturday, 8 o'clock, 8 p.m., and then Wednesdays, 8 p.m., with me, of course, Elvis Sama, where the moderator. Of course, I don't tell when the alleged then way they with me, and then the actual program self, the topic we'll talk about today, when them bad thing that what they do to we own company more time, way Englishman can call an injustice. Thing where they do to your company more time, way not fine because you they in power or you they in a position where you not reach there, or because you get one advantage or you sabi something you not sabi, but you pass and panel, you know, and an injustice. It then our home, it then our school, it then our community, it then our workplaces there, it then inside politics, it then inside business. So you see, injustice can take place. So today we will talk about a few of them. Before I go up to that, the current issues and the way I can want to farm with them, we just shake and tone. And one of the current issues we don't come in the country is where we say one man we then call Blinken, then the American, the young Secretary of State or the American Foreign Minister. He talks some salon people then they get for Banfa, they no want give them, they no give them visa, that they no go stamp them passport if they get for go America. Inside America grown you, they no go master. And they no go tap them no more. Even their own picking them and they farm with them, they go if they want to go America, they no go stamp that visa. I mean they no go give them visa when they for stamp them passport. But this thing don't they go all right run now. People then it look like some people they not even understand what thing America really don't talk, because some people then they look at them from the point of view say something like government officials. Some people they look at and say that then people then waving this pull the government in leg down, you know, all of that. But what thing the Americans then don't say, they can say that thing that at times we not can even see them do nothing. You see. So I see that even they call the press secretary when Mr. Solomon Jamiru for who 98.1 himself talking you. But the thing the way I look at it look like say people they want begin feel say now government officials there. You know, whatever me see from the American point of view is that they can say that because they're talking for the same Nigeria, they're talking for Salon. They don't be done they talk that thing there. So important enough for too bother about that because it not they affect the nation, it not they affect any government. Now single person where they go I say now Ingo don't do that. In America, I mean there are other countries where people they can go. Make it not be something where somebody want begin for pull other people then like and they see now the social media, some people then they put people then other the people then picture, then they say this person banned. Other than the American they not name nobody. They not show the name of anybody. What did they talk? They say the people that way they bring down democracy from the elections point of view. Then from the time we begin electioneering, they go. Anybody will do something, wait to them. Now draw you don't buffer democracy. Now so they put them. But one thing the way I can always want ask, if not true waiting that they say, and they actually mean waiting that they say, therefore don't tell we waiting at the actual thing where the people then do when they call say this na democracy where this person want bring and down. They not tell we that one. Therefore also don't tell we the people there because they're big nation. If you don't the big nation like America we not world power, you don't need for hide anything behind the. So all that thing then they in the gloomy. So make Sierra Leoneans they're not too bothered about that and begin for point figures at people or begin for draw people there or make mountain out of that. Let we left them to would they go America. Not everybody want to go America either. So let we left that time. Anyway, let me go back to the topic when injustice. Today I want more talk about injustice inside because we began last week and one of we own alleged winner, Mr. Remy of the Vista Bank, he not been there. But I enjoy the topic, so it don't take in Oja today and it look like he get the hammer in something about we talk about injustice and injustice. You can look at them from one or 2 points of view, either from the home or politics. If I will end up with politics right there, I don't know if you want to left and to give them. Well, I want to just make talk to your small brother.
All right. Injustice. Now something we like to the ordinary man or the common man. It gets in way they look at her. But let me first understand waiting at this injustice. That means in an act we not justifiable, you know, and the violation of human rights is also a form of injustice. And then when Remy, also violates the rights of another person, that's self na injustice. And Sierra Leone as we dey, there are a number of injustice everywhere and in every aspect of our life as a nation. And as people, we experience injustice politically, economic injustice, social injustice. But like I say, the ordinary man gets in way where they look at injustice. For an example, the poor man go tell you, say, in they suffer injustice as Sierra Leone because when you go to court, you don't win the case. But I think we make it clear at one time in our program that the courts or the people waiting at the court, the justice or the magistrates, these are not spiritual men. They are not pastors. They are not imam. So they no judge case based on waiting God tell them. Let's say for an example, they get for go seek the face of God, and then God get for tell and say this person ain't right, this person ain't wrong. In the court they deal with evidence, and one of the major problem where the poor man they get now for providing evidence. The poor man only believes say now for cry. At least the magistrate go look at her, say the way they cry so safe, they really see say this person ain't get right. But unfortunately, not also the court they operate. The court want for see evidence. They need evidence wey for come with for proof say this money man don't take advantage against you. That's for the ordinary man. That's another way again where ordinary man can look at injustice. In the area of medical, now you find out say a common as Sierra Leone for the people and they talk say the poor man they're not able for treat him in hospital because he not get money. I mean the man in West die in hospital because the man not been get money. This woman in man die in hospital because he not been get money for pay for the medical bills. You pikin die because you not be get the money. That can be a point. It can be something where we can discuss about. But again, let we look at another way we can make all of these things can happen to we, where we call injustice. Waiting can steer them. Waiting can steer them up. Now, for an example, beginning from the poor man and the rich man, we go to court. Now, in life, we all get to understand that there are levels in life, and when you respect another person your level, knowing that me and this person life not on place we, now the same level. For now, they up there than me. The fact that you understand that and get that respect that they are above you alone is justice to that person and justice also to you. But when you intend for disrespect that person because you feel say get past you and you know how forget that respect, that also the prompt injustice for come upon you because that person can use your influence we get for rumper you heavily. And then also on the medical way I make mention about again. Now you find out say Lord many times ago the poor man don't receive so many help from the medical expert in the hospital with the hope that they will come and can pay back. But unfortunately wetin don dey happen, it don't be a tradition in the life of so many people that they go come and cry for one of the doctor in foot beg so much tears. Sister me only pick you I get to help me. People and they where they do business with them get for give me money, they not give me money yet.
Yeah, but
help be liable for laying like able for
you know, sir, be one man you look at with that point where they say we don't join a line for the doctor dey inside. Me wife in belle dey heart. Then somebody just from the blue carry pass, he go to doctor the service. those are the areas where we want to look at. Because somebody is using some muscle, either the Sabian or a position or a game money. I want to look like that thing.
I mean, this is the point where it's guy for establish. This is the point, and at the time for make people understand. With years, they're able to understand certain reasons we don't make now some of they suffer injustice now at the hands of people that we get power. Now I just to make it clear, see, this poor man, he come for honor the foot of this doctor with tears that this na only pick you get help me in life safe, and the doctor do am with the hope that he go come again and can pay back. Now you know what think happen. By the time Pikin don't get well body, he don't turn that doctor an enemy. He don't make that hospital lay in enemy place. And then they go there no more. And they avoid. And this is somebody will be pressing. And the doctor was there for him or for her. But at the end of the day, for let come back. Even for can say thank you, sir. Thank you, ma. Me Pikin don't well. But I'm not getting money now. Give me some time. And then do again. And sometimes, even when you call up, even to the ordinary man, there was a time I've been getting an opportunity for talk with them.
So what you want to say? The poor man in this case don't play injustice to the hospital.
At the time, for make a point that when you talk about violation of human rights,
mind you,
also no say.
Mind you, the hospital now the Jama money, government money, now it don't give. The doctor is being paid by government. The medicine where they put there, now government. So when the doctor don't serve the poor man, the poor man not able to pay. You know, at the end of the day, it became where it don't go. But if it not agree come, I don't think it's an injustice that handle.
In fact, to stop injustice in any part, the first step for stop injustice is that you for be an individual example. You alone first. You for be an example, and that is what I'm actually trying for make with viewers able to understand.
Okay.
Now, there is hardship everywhere. The world really can't get every side. Things really difficult economically, socially. I mean, the world is going through turbulent times. But you know why we own as a lawyer exceptional? You know why we own as a lawyer seems to be very much different from the way other people that they suffer in other parts of the world? Because there is what we call character problem. There is character problem. You know, there is no more trust between me and you. Let me be sincere. I mean, for an example, I've been to talk to somebody, a popular businessman at this country, Shalima, where everybody know I think I'm in with this keke business. Now, somebody came to him for 2 million euros old note. We're now 2,000 now for the new money. He cried because he gets serious ostrent problem where he almost want for gonna treat. The why gonna treat, and this is a family man. But at the same time, he work. But because of one or two reasons, he not be able to meet up the ear for paying rent, and he need 2 million for able for flopper. Shalima is a customer to that Mandy, and so he rushed over to her and said, "Dear, are they in this pressing situation now? Please help me with 2 million. I'll give you back." And this man, while they talk to you, so say go beg Shalima is a manager of an institution, a manager. Now the man lends her the money. And at the end of the day, for pay the man back, as I talk to you so now, I tell you about something that happened 5 years ago. For pay the man up till now, until the man now come to a conclusion that this don't be bad debts, 2 million enable for payback. Now with short an example, short circumstance where that man don't go through, this man go to her again. Or let's say Shalima get in business friends them or other two good people, they go tell them, say somebody can meet me for this and this. So what we are actually saying, if you not actually be an example for stop injustice, you don't go ever tire for suffer injustice, because there are things where they steer things for happen. Now, like when they talk about money the other time, there are so many reasons why people like money, so many things why people love money. We make at the end of the day now money don't become something like the love for money now don't turn to evil. But I mean, would they look at waiting holistically, waiting they really steer something for happen. We know that actually they say you doctor. Yes, and for you are right that this is a government hospital. But government hospital no mean say na place where you for just go and then misuse facilities. Remember say then doctors and the way they work. They are also humans like you. We are not saying go and pay them because government say na free. But these facilities being provided to you by the government through these medical experts, which is your responsibility towards those facilities. Do they manage them well? You're not managing them well.
Okay, you see, you don't, certain things the way you don't talk, maybe you don't know the strength of them. One, from what you don't talk, I collect certain things. That poverty, they create injustice. That is what you are saying. Because if they are not sharing, then you don't point out.
To an extent, yes.
Then also, I mean, because somebody they in a position, if a loss, you say character, poverty and character
problem. Yeah.
Character problem. These are the things that way you don't point out. Now these are the things that way they cause injustice. When you are poor, injustice can appear to you. When also your character, you're not able to mold them into a way where it's designed for human nature,
you suffer injustice.
Then somebody can either you suffer injustice or you even make somebody suffer injustice.
Yeah.
So also you talk about you know, I mean bring in of course the person within a position where himself the thing that way the game, like you are a doctor. You are getting so much money from the the government, and then the drugs and way they do now government provider. But indeed, you they do something where you want to get more out of the poor man. You know that's how they create the injustice. Anyway, thank you very much because you don't. Now two things I don't take from you: poverty creates injustice, and the character also creates injustice. We keep that for you. Very good, and it's a very good note. So may I go to the legal aid man where I want to make a look at injustice from the point of view of the legal people, the law, the courts, and then maybe you go share my small to the politicians. But I want to make a look at them from that point of view. Injustice in the court system.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
To start with the word injustice, a straightforward thing. Now when you know what's not the truth, then you move from it. You do the opposite of what you expected for do. All man know say when you thief, they for arrest you. Then or therefore hold you, therefore bring you to book for let you answer why you thief. Then it turn to you a thief. Then what you therefore bring you to book for? And up at all there be the rivers. Or you know say this time you forgive this person. Then the correct way, now the Lord and the way did it. Say this now you forgive or now you fordo. Then you do the opposite. And then the one way for come and say now this you do or now this you not do, whether I support you or not support you, or if not for court case, a court some way you know go satisfy people. We already people that know what they expect for this thing what you don't do. Because they know say book the way they talk say if this person do this now do this for happen to her. But you don't do another, you not happen to her at all, you divert from her. You do the opposite. Then the other person now waiting before not get the right thing. You make instead of in laugh, you end up for cry. I mean you not do well for her. That straight away you don't do thing we're not doing the right thing at all. So this nothing way very, very common. There's so many things that already happen in society. We are in as something happens so the level of awareness we do in a salon. The kind we explosion do they in no things. Something that they say happens so somebody don't know the answer. Yeah. It's just the wait no man and let's see if that answer now you do correctly. The moment we not do up, then they say, no, this person not do the correct thing. All man knows saying that this will happen. And so now on a day, let's start from the home. Two people there don't do something. It don't matter because not the big one. The small one don't go offender. The time we offend them, they can't talk, the papa not talk. And he was sure saying not the big one. Then when you do a repeater again, The Iola now, it's a problem for her. The part on the big one now. It's a punisher for them. But this small one do something today. You can report. You, Papa, you not take action. You not do nothing. Now, when the big one not on the small one now, because one in get right for Vita, because it's a small one. But only that if law then at the host, they say, we possible do something, not Vita, can't put. They either can the right, you don't do before. They, you know, do nothing. Then when you don't turn now, for sure say that is small one, then you don't change manner. It is not fair at all. So let's take it to the court.
Yeah, that is exactly. Now that I
now, I don't want to begin from the home.
Exactly.
Yes. Now I'm coming to the court. The court, it is fair enough for all no say when something happen, it happen, and if it is wrong for that person. And the person say, okay, let me don't take the law into my hand. May I go and do what they needful. Law they say, what person do you bad? Not take law na young go put her.
Yeah.
Then if I don't come put her, I don't restrain myself. That means that I know take the right for like a return evil for evil. I say okay, now go put procedure day for let them bring that man to book or that woman to book or that person to book. Let them see the truth. And laws that they will the right where they talk according to your explanation, who say you go for if you right or you wrong. Then with all this will go be explained or exposed for let this man go be right be wrong. Then later it can change. I say whether that law they go change para my hand will not be expect. Then would that be the magistrate? Would that be the lawyer? Or would that be whatever representative we go there or the police prosecutor where me statement will be taken from me na police. I know what it tell me. And I read that, especially the one that they know they read and write. Then they write statement for them. Then they just say sign here. You don't know what they don't write for you. They don't go sign. If you were going to read that because it's in English, no wonder where the information ministry they try for talk now say most of the statement that they say Creole. Because you don't write, then English you get for reader. So tell that person must have been native by English. You don't go and read the English no more. So 13 days it not be talk. Or it talk about you not put up fine, but because it not be the English, there's sign. The one are gonna court now they say not also have say they say but I say alright. They go say no because but actually the fact is it not be say so.
You don't talk something where you see each time where they give insight to the people where the viewers where they look where I can see some things small inside.
The pinhole there.
You don't begin the pinhole. The pinhole where I don't see is the judiciary system and with local court system
start from
they
the
are
police.
never the same.
And they start from the police.
They are never the same.
Most of
what I want to say, the judicial system, the court system, they look at the situation wherein there is a litigation. Then they expect you say you already don't interface with your lawyer. You don't tell your lawyer everything. When in the lawyer don't put on in paper.
Depending if you get forget a lawyer.
Depending if you get forget the lawyer. That is where you people come in. But the normal procedure is you go down get conference with your lawyer. The lawyer itemize everything where they go put as a case to the court. When these are the case points or you call them the evidence. Now you don't put. That is not what we the ordinary people can see now. We don't look at court. They look at court there. We explain really to the people. They say that questions come over all that. So you get a problem where the prosecutor in the middle go na police. I don't I don't report a matter. The middle right boku in there. The prosecutor goes with me or against me or with me. For put the case, prosecute the case, of course. Yeah. And there is a lawyer who also get in your own technicalities and where he get. Then he begin for ask
cross-examine.
Yeah, he cross-examine you. And these things have technicalities. Small talk the way they talk like. I had a case some time ago. Somebody don't give money. He ask people they say they for travel go overseas. You understand? Then they make a WhatsApp group. When you pay money, you join the WhatsApp group. And people paid money. What happen now in the court? This man, they don't pay all that money. He eats all the money. Then they go to the court now. The lawyer was there to ask, where you been paying that money? Did they give you receipt? I want you to take it from that point.
All right. That if they not be key receipt, then they become a gentleman's agreement.
You see, huh?
But to the law, who not did that moment day, if you're not gonna, if you not be case, you're okay now gonna. But the moment that become case,
it don't become a case.
It becomes a complete documentation.
Yeah.
That means if you had somebody to go parliament, that they show you say, it no matter if now one belly or not once na business one they go paper for the day. When for do documentation.
But that is not normal. It's not normal inside society.
Or with an evidence. Enough for be 2-man business. Because now it don't come per case. It's not normal now with society because it's not going to case. I'm in a court. But the moment you don't go to court now, again, now 2 plus 1. The one that the evidence. If that one when the evidence you know that matter could be very challenging. If now you go report the person and now make if now police you go, you don't find out and say any matter now that the crown go first to the DPP for let watch out. For let them know if you for go to court or you not for go. Why did they do that one day? Now because you know they take matter you crown go na court for let it become a matter for investigation. We not get evidence or witness.
So the court the matter dies.
So they make if you not get witness or evidence, then they send her back to the police for tell the police they say when I go back, begin the investigation fresh. Before you the police they send her a court. If me Remy don't get case, they are go report on the police. If they obtain statement from me, they get for call invite Remy for obtain statement from her, but they get for ask me, this thing how it happen, you get evidence or you get witness. That 2 things there. Now, why is that they call Remy for get investigation? I mean for interview for let the obtain statement from her. Remy, after that they watch now, would that be there as evidence officer? Let the police obtain statement from her because the moment they get a statement and witness his statement, they run for go.
Now that side there, I want catch you talk now. You know, with the Bible say false evidence. Now sin is sinful.
Well, it not become.
How will they? No. Okay, here is a situation. I go to report Remy na court. Say I be don't give him 500,000. They don't eat and be supposed to give me. Then I take you as witness and you not be party. You go, you swear before the God and they give that evidence. Well, what happens in that case?
Well, whether it has to be false or not, the Bible and the Quran where me and you believe.
Would they swear on that?
That's it.
That is nothing to
no, it is.
Today's
no, it is.
Okay.
No, it is.
It is. It is
yes.
something to God, but
yes.
nothing to somebody.
No, when it no matter, it is. But what it matter more, the swear we don't swear, but the Bible don't order you for like a man at the dock.
Yeah.
For talk. Not all the swear we swear that they didn't have between you, God, and the people that every day. Okay. Now, what did they verify you there now? That the cross-examination. In the prosecution by the police, why is it they explain what it be obtained from you as a statement? Then this person, the one way they don't report, either he get lawyer or he not get lawyer. Now maybe the magistrate they carry. The magistrate they reserve himself or the judge if we not to get lawyer. If we not to get lawyer, then it listen to both now as to how not effect in the get because once he asks you, you must talk. The one self-way critical, some side the way they hold, when a point the inside catcher. So that argument going to be true now. The magistrate or judge turn ref now. Now based on who now the lawyer there, not the one that now the plaintiff or the defendant now they watch. The plaintiff now the one report, the defendant now the one with the land. Yes. Now why so now they talk the two lawyers they talk now, the magistrate there, but in a situation where one go get a lawyer, the other not get a lawyer. The magistrate they can in a position.
What about time? Why are you giving so long a time?
Which time? We're not talking about time.
No, the adjournment. That they talk about.
No, why do you adjourn? No, different cases they come with it.
No.
We don't reach to adjournment it. We don't reach to adjournment it. We they talk about the prosecution. Not that they talk about.
Yes,
the adjournment way they talk. Yeah. The adjournment way they talk. Then a different side. Yeah. The matter to start with the day that they call the case. Now, like introduction of the case. You go here they say. So time this and that they read waiting come on board and the charges.
Yes.
Then because not to one matter in a court. They go when they don't read that done they bring up photo now. Then the two people that they present, they would they represent now they ask if they show face or one get or the other not get or the other answer tell go get you go say I mean I get what na kind of candidate it lead to adjournment for the next date. So that they tell us say when they come ensure say that person, the lawyer for can represent you. That they don't give you time. Or if pending on the case, if the case that case will be say you will the report, not a billable offense at all. So tell that moment that first day appear from day, you know they go again.
Okay, before I
so
come to this.
So let's say that the adjournment to talk of for now.
Yeah.
They are start the adjournment.
Okay, I don't get
that long one away one me based on how the situation in so tell witnesses there don't they come that they cause delay witness or the evidence or whatsoever.
Some people not able to understand between what they make police the kind inside case.
What make police the kind inside case?
No, I just want to give people the viewers
that's the area now.
There is a line between a civil matter and a criminal matter. People they not too savvy in them.
All right, a criminal matter.
Now it's the case against the state
can be reported to the police.
And now the police they deal with
a civil matter.
A civil matter.
You can go directly to court.
Then between me and you and anything that
you can go directly to court. If you go now police, the really say that matter is civil, then they refer you. They go direct you. We say for go someone. Either to you look at chief or court for let them go see how they go into a criminal matter. And they can directly now let them cost. It cost me now cost her until na not fair to na non wound damage not the day you go to the civil. But we say in a situation where it cost me I cost you, but effect can the wound can the you know.
So injustice na court na the judicial.
So but
I think
wait, because I think we say it happen now. I want to make it whole so that it go because the shake.
Yeah, we don't talk about this. I think in another program we make lay people able to understand again.
Yeah,
certain reasons why it's why people in the experience injustice in court, and then you also make mention. I see me brother also they talk about why cases then can postpone for so long. Sometimes a knocking there within the power of the courts for able for settle matter in a short time, because the lawyers I think initially you talk something that somebody get interface with your lawyer, get a conference with them, try to explain everything, provide all the evidences, but now you find out say a lawyer they can court with a matter before a magistrate or a judge, and then evidences are still absent. And then now the magistrate he asks them at the end of the day he get for beg back for time or evidences they not do for provide witnesses they not there. And then at the end of the day the magistrate or the judge get for adjourn. And then mind you, the courts in Salonia there are so many cases where they are there. And I think at one time we also talk and say there are certain matters we're not supposed to be court matters. Now, be it civil case or criminal one, I mean the police can come in between of any of them. I mean I don't think they can. It's unfortunate that Sierra Leone, when police come inside matter, we don't become an offense to we don't feel bad. Like Mr. Samai for pay me now, and then I feel aggrieved after a long time I don't patient and I decided to go to Mr. Tutu Rogers being a police officer. Once you come in for him now, it don't become a problem because we just don't let police for coming to matter. But most times when police come into matter, not mean saying a criminal matter. like you earlier on make the people understand, criminal matter get for do with going against the laws of the states. Anything where you don't agree on as people and then you breach them, that is a criminal offense. But that one we get for do with then neighborhood palava, you get issue neighbor or rent business. These are civil matters where yes we can go to the court for settlement
direct,
but at the end of the day, advice again where we can go to police also not can give you advice back, because just as how we people like you operate with lawyers, this is the same way they run, they push police officers. Now me can you go, now me report me matter to police, then now me also they go tell the police waiting the police for do. Whereas in the courts now me they tell me lawyer, now me they present me case to them, but in the police it's not supposed to be that way. Police supposed to be an effective organ of the state where for always there for settle matters. Now make you find out say the court at one time there was an argument that the police they send so many matters to the court. We make the court
that give cause now for let them begin to talk now say I mean the matter for go to DPP now that
DPP
for let
so
watch
what is
it for
it?
go to court or not for go to court.
Exactly.
Is the police I mean is the police an organ which is equipped for actually settle matters? If yes, at the left that side with your yes. The next one is the why is the family support?
Yes, another one come. Yes, we get the family support unit. That family support unit now for let is settle some matters that we civil.
Are they equipped for that?
Yes, they are well trained. There are so many. In fact, they
no,
are.
the training is
No. Are they come?
Equipped.
No. Wait.
Then get all the mechanism.
No, wait.
I mean that's what
they come. They are well trained for that one day, and they collaborate with institutions concerned. We say they go get a block, but they are equipped. And in the police again, they get the other civil area of the police the way. I mean something like ADR.
That makes them overwhelmed.
I'm coming. Activities. The ADR session. That are the alternative dispute resolution.
Okay.
They are there to resolve some issues that they will kick out. You don't need court. But they already reported to police. And the police in presence in that matter, they create some fear for the people to sit down and listen. So because they get that fear, they're not the whole day like for deal with them like how they can deal with criminal. Then they bring them as a family level. All parties listen to them. Then they fair without not the wrong person. They fair way for settlement and tell the people without wrong, let it attend to the one way it all wrong. They get that area. But if they're not a situation who side, the one that they for partner with, they're not there around. There are some matters it can go to the gender. Social welfare.
Gender, social welfare.
Yes. If the social workers, because I mean all social workers are attached to the police stations, and for that areas that you go to any police station, then they ask you who are the social worker within are from social welfare or gender. Why make that they attach to the police then? Now for some of the issues they come in, but they come in. I mean with the police then they see how they take the report that the gender ministry. That's one. The other one, now the legal aid board. The legal aid board, in fact, that maybe we cut down the pressure on all of these things because we have bundles of these matters. And without the resolve there in so many angles, it no matter whether na land, whether na air, whether na sea, any matter where they involve human, matter man, we resolve there.
Anyway,
we will decide for partner with anybody. We go partner, but the area more where they make the court area. That court where they make it good.
I want to thank you for where you want to defend the system. Where I don't want to agree with you.
That our system.
The government, well, you're a government man, so you they try for to get and go, then they go to social welfare, then they go to legal.
That's the collaboration. They work in collaboration.
What say me they look at? Why are
the law say?
That's what the law say. Why are so many cases going to the magistrate and the magistrate are overwhelmed with cases? Why government institution, the local government not go able to create some court them, let the civic court them. This is an advocacy. You advocate
for opportunities like that for leather to be created. It is not there, and they in fact much have come.
So you are
when you look at the judiciary currently, the amount of provisions where the judiciary don't create, it has not been there before. Before this time, in the provinces are no magistrates. Now free time they come out, they go to the provinces. Today, every district get magistrate and a court. And as I talk to you now,
the provinces also have their courts.
As I talk, they have their own cases.
Why that?
No. I mean, you don't come back. We have civil matters. We have civil matters for which these are being dealt with by civilian, the paramount chief, the local court. It is different from cases that are coming to the high court, the Supreme Court. I mean, it's different. Magistrate. So you don't begin a car. No, not of government. You are learning now. I'm not talking about government, but you are creating a room for you to learn that issues that you have. I mean, maybe you not know about this. That if today, as I talk to you now, we get the judiciary week. Okay, called judiciary week at the end the 8th. We are in cases that have been piled for so long that they send out the provinces there, bring their bundles of cases there for let them talk on it because for far too long cases have been packed because these areas, these districts, these districts have not been with a magistrate before this time. The papa say na they send them, but now it is not happening this way. Now it is.
No,
let you understand.
You don't like.
No, I'm not landing. Why did they happen so now? That because now every district gets magistrate.
Yes.
And every district.
We know that.
Every district gets resident lawyers there now.
Yes.
And these resident lawyers and the legal aid board, it is in the 16 districts of Sierra Leone.
Exactly.
And we give representatives to those that are vulnerable, that are without lawyers. The mandate of the legal aid board is to represent those that are without lawyer. It doesn't matter if you get for win or you know they win. The mandate of the legal aid board is at the end of the day, you know you go talk say, me why go court, I don't get lawyer will represent me.
Right.
You can be represented, but the case is as big as itself.
Thank you very much, Mr. Legal Aid Board, and I'm happy because one thing the way you don't talk, we myself get for testify, and I give great credence to the Honorable Chief Justice Edmond Babatunde Edwards, where I know say it don't reform the judiciary big time. That one is kudos to him under this present dispensation of the President Julius Maada Bio. I have that respect for the judiciary. I know say they don't do a lot, but then I still, even though Mr. Tutu Rogers, the legal aid board, they try for cushion certain things. There's something that
I'm not cushion. I'm giving out what is the reality.
Because there are cases where, of course, instead they don't begin to agree, say cases and the way don't.
If you not there before this time,
people have been
the prisons we are packed up. The prisons we are the prisons we are packed up. We
have simple cases where supposed for just be decided by civic court.
Well, that not go be me. If we forget PRO, you not go offend that in a memoir. We forget PRO when they talk on behalf of the judiciary. Me, I'm not a PRO. I'm talking about how it works generally.
Okay,
but the area where they go is different.
Now listen to Remy.
Now, the topic today is about injustice and money.
Yeah,
the law for money.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, since the war ended, 2002, Sierra Leone don't make limited progress for address the issues we come up with the war. And the main thing we result to the war now as a result of injustice. Injustice of all kind. Political injustice, social injustice, economic injustice. Now what we are actually saying now, that the courts don't extend to places where courts don't be there, the magistrates don't go outside. These are all part of the limited progress we don't make.
Yes.
But what we are actually saying is that we don't really make substantive progress it.
No, we
for
are
able for address injustice at this country.
I agree with you.
And now let me look at, for example,
those areas are not talking about injustices.
At the camp. Now we still talk about corruption. You still are we as a corruption still high in Sierra Leone.
Yes.
With all the efforts where government don't make. I mean, even this government now, they make boasts that they don't climb up 2-3 ladders, they don't come, you know. But with all of that, evidences they show that corruption still high in Sierra Leone.
Yes.
Now, evidences are also showing that political intimidation, political harassment, political battles, unfairness, and so many other kind of things they still unfold in high rates.
Yeah.
Economic injustice, and they to for top, there is still high rate of poverty.
Yeah,
in fact,
even the wage bill.
that is an injustice. So sometimes we dey talk about the court. Oh yes, but now I will tell you, if me take Edson now na court for where then give me prepaid meter,
they will muzzle you.
I'm not going able for win that case.
I know.
We not.
Listen.
We not.
So all land they get for do, all land they get for do with wetin you ask them, we get for do with the mechanisms. The are they equipped? The court, the police, and all of these other organs responsible for address with concerns.
Yeah.
Are they equipped?
No, the area
they are not well equipped.
The area of
for attend
is different from
the manpower. The manpower is there, but this manpower get all the logistics wey take for able for carry out. Not to hear the other day we hear the police and they complain about vehicles. They complain about some other financial support wey they need for able for push up.
Talking about logistics. We are not talking about.
No, we talk about equipment. We talk about are they equipped to handle all of these matters. It's not about the manpower.
That was
having the manpower, the manpower I go tell you say e dey.
Then we are going off the topic.
So no, we are not moving out. We are not moving out of the topic.
It's off the topic.
We are not moving out of the topic.
It is.
We are. So. But actually, what we are saying.
No, let's stick to the.
Now, besides the court,
now injustice with
when they talk about injustice, besides the court, there are so many injustices.
If we go to the logistics, now different things.
Yeah. Now, we just they talk about. We just they talk about economic injustice.
I want to make you drag them too, because I asked in the legal aid man about the police, how they call it now? Then woman, then you say
FSU.
The police, FSU.
FSU.
Okay.
Not a woman herself.
No, okay.
Now gender, that is for man and woman. FSU is not for women. It is a gender. Man they go report, woman they go report.
Now,
a family.
Let us look at injustice, matrimonial injustice.
It's not only limited to matrimony.
Between mommy and papa, them team them, and we behavior big man the way they do them.
Family,
the petit
community crimes.
Petito or petito them. They petito. Is there any injustice there between mama and daddy and petito issues?
No, petito no.
I don't say Madam First Lady say no side chicks. One of the slogan we Madam Fatima Bio always say no side chicks, because in the Arab countries, believe me, they say no to any adultery, and even though whether it is, but the point is it is not there, and when you attempt them, they will stone you to death. But in Sierra Leone,
it's off from our law.
Sierra Leone, people even get laurel when they get 1, 2, 3, 4, 45 girlfriends, especially when they become ministers or they become parastatal heads. And then the sugar mommy, they say some of them we don't lost husband or whatever. I'm really sorry for that. But then self can try for they carry the day. And then there are other man that they petito, where then they go and then per diem, they take the per diem for go like up country, they get that handbag with a petito. Of course, as I tell you, the first lady say no side chicks. Is there any injustice in matrimonial thing there?
The home in fact na the breeding ground for injustice. Now under the injustice they start. They are taking it from the papa, now the host being the head of the family, just because he is the head of the family, He just feels he can do anything against him wife. He just feels he can do anything against his pikin them. The madam self being the second person to the man also, because Naina the woman himself just believes saying voice can be heard by the community, the nation, and so himself can take advantage. So the home is a breeding ground, and I think say if we for address injustice at the nation, then we get for even start first from the home. You talk about this Pekito tea, about the way some man them they be some small picking them, and with the fight with the first lady also don't try. I mean down there to some extent don't go far, because don't send that kind of fear. You know, it's still late, but that fear also they help for reduce the way it don't happen now.
But is that an injustice?
No, I think
it depends on you. It depends on
how make massage and then you can't tell you how injustice, how they play injustice.
It depends on what you actually they look at, because like one way government so actually try for address, not to even now, is from previous governments to now, they self-assisted, they don't continue.
And my question is,
yes,
if I am minister of Vuvuzela in President Bill's government, and they get money, I keep here, they keep here, and they keep their woman there. Is that an injustice?
Well, that's an injustice, because now listen, let me look at the present economic situation now. I mean that's the point for actually look at. Now this now one of the reasons why so many state functionaries, state officials, not able for help the president or the government for able for deliver on the mandate, because now you find out say we money we country in resources don't be mismanaged, misuse, don't they go for purposes where it not ought for be. So that na injustice. In fact, this is one of the reasons why Sierra Leone they suffer injustice.
That is my leisure.
Because government officials, ministers, you offend them, then they do. I mean, do the other one where them in sacked today, where them in put where the government been just appoint for the one commission inside the NATCOM. The government been set up one committee within the NATCOM. You know, for oversee this kind where they operate mobile companies and all that. At the end of the day, we're seeing a Kechapa. Now swimming pool with women all around, where this stuff will be in activity at that moment. Well, now in personal life, to some extent, it gets rights to your own personal life. But what we are saying, this is one of the reasons why we resources don't be mismanaged. This is one of the reasons why state resources don't they go for the wrong purposes. People in high places, the other day we talk about the law for money, why people are not they provide social services for the people of this country. Now the president say in topmost priority, now for let Sierra Leone able to feed itself. Now we ask the question, the Minister of Agriculture and other people are related to this tax, then get the hearts like the president for able to carry out this.
But keeping a girlfriend does not have anything to do with that.
Well, that's not personal life. But that's the result. That is a point of mismanagement. Now your own personal life, but it also they show sort of mismanagement. So with the present economic situation now, you want grain, you get a tax for provide for your people. At the same time, you get a tax for also serve various homes of various women the way they keep. This is another problem. Now your own personal life, but when your own personal activities begin to affect the next man. Remember, say we talk say initially. One of the remember say initially we talk say injustice. Now the violation of human rights. No, so yes, we talk about. Yes. So when you violate, when you use your power, you use the influence and other state resources provided to you care for the sake of the people, you use that against them, you violate them, right? That's an injustice.
There are more women than men. There are more widows than widowers.
So are you justifying that as a reason why state functionaries or any man for the going for women just like that, because there are more widows?
He can tell us.
We are off topic. Honestly, we are
no injustice.
I'm coming. Injustice.
Yes.
With regards to Pekito or whatsoever with the face.
Yeah.
I think.
Are you doing?
No, we are not. No, we are not. We are.
Are
not.
you also doing that?
No.
You have your wife.
We don't misplace the words.
No.
It's not the injustice. It's one.
What is injustice?
I'm coming. One. I mean, the act based on how you want to point her.
Yeah.
And how you argue on how the money go misuse this. This one is an unprofessional misconduct.
No, no, injustice.
Injustice.
Yes,
because you are violating.
Yes, I'm
another person.
It's a professional misconduct. I mean, how many girlfriend it get?
Yeah.
I mean, to start with, it is personal.
So is that?
And again, it is personal. You know, until it comes to the public domain. When it comes to the public domain as a complaint,
yeah, that is where I want to start.
It has not come to a complaint.
That is where
when they bring us so a different force. I mean, for say they keep Boku girlfriend. Now, when it comes as a complaint to case level, then now you begin to come. You come to me, put this or this and that. Now it has come as a complaint. When it comes as a complaint, what's the injustice there? Like, for instance, in the area of you talk about politicians.
Yes.
I can cite
and businessmen.
I can cite the case of Mohamed Kambarimba.
Yeah.
Na Pekito you call. Now I don't want a simple example.
Yeah.
Before this time.
No, a Pekito can be a 50.
No, Pekito na Pekin. Not a big person. Not a big person. Get her now, so because you know they even call the name fine. So many don't know about her. Pekito means small Pekin teenagers, Pekin where they underage, where they go tamper out. When you tamper out, there is a law. Then a sexual abuse. Then a different, not an injustice, not follow na abuse. Now when it they go to court, then the law. The case where all man will say if they be waiting you don't do as against that Pekin law for punishing for her, then the turner, you know, if the punishment not go for you at all, then there comes in the injustice. Now you don't begin to come to the law side now. That you don't come for let us see now. This thing I will do. Well, now the thing what you for do or you not for do what did the law say? They hold you, they arrest her, they can't go to court. It's the before trial. There lies the justice now. Now you face justice, access to justice. And when you are getting access now, now you come. I want drag you to the area. You are two thieves come.
Yes.
You don't divide the mind.
Yes.
The argument one for be divided.
There's a Pekito.
That make Remy go that far for explain other thing there.
There's a Pekito and there's also a married person where
this Pekito. Wait. Waiting they come with the married person. No, waiting they come with the married person. In your issue inside, it only become an offense for the married person if the woman of that man or the man of that woman go make complaint against a man or a woman say the man as suspected will so picking. Now it don't become an offense.
Is that an
the woman not going to make complaint? How you going to say the
is that unjust to the woman or to the man?
No, that's the time. You they can't into somebody in matter when you don't complain to you yet. When they complain to you, now when you don't complain to you, you don't begin to arrest somebody in case you don't complain to you yet. When he complain to you, say that me man. Now so you do it. You go see her, but you never go conversation to the woman say that you man that say answer. No. Now when the woman can't make a complaint. The moment I don't make complaint, now if they look at you now, I don't make complaint to you. Now no, waiting at the response. Now the response now they look. If he say this way they do to this woman, you not correct at all, it's wrong. For in fact, for deal with you now you work in place. Now that means it don't bring justice inside. But in a situation, you go sit down, you know my room and I also the man there by business and street this, that's an injustice because you don't drive away from the truth to the satisfaction of the man. You want please the man. But the man legally, matrimonially, now wrong they do. Because when you don't marry to a woman, the woman not know nothing about you, per girlfriend. Neither you said the man, you know nothing about your woman for boyfriend. You get right for make someone against them. But in a situation where the woman not can put to you, then you don't tell her. You don't tell her the bed. How you they go make the right? So now two things you come with the offense, the sexual offense, the harassment. For go begin the pass behind the picky there, the misuse of your profession, your position, your standard, you the misuser. That mean, I mean, you wait this year. If they say, but this fire, as he come out, it don't go begin the pass. Then you your area, now you they talk so. The misuse of office, I mean government office. You then are an institution. You are a model. You are somebody to emulate. But you dey baba thing there.
Secretary, fine.
You dey baba thing there. I mean, your presentation in this matter is like more of malice. It's not like saying you don't even 1 or 2 percent. You present a malice in this case. I mean, the way they present the show. Okay. But if there is no malice at all, you know, let not be say.
They say time don't catch me, you know. So,
yes, but what all I can say,
yeah.
Now 3 things you present. What you are me present.
Yeah.
What catch? Where me they put under the law side now.
Yeah.
One, now misuse of office. By virtue of your position.
Yeah.
Then you come out, they go and pass. They keep here. Now offense that one day.
Okay.
2, it can tempt you to be corrupt because you get for the do thing that we're not supposed to do at all in that office day just want to please the people that day. So it tempts you to be corrupt and misplace, misuse and mismanage that particular office you get because you not get for be honest day, you get for be corrupt and not be transparent and your accountability get for be 4. Then 3, you talk about harassment, sexual harassment to whether na pekito now na bibi woman there you go begin there even to your staff there you go begin there harass the woman there the what they call because they use the position so that one they all na misuse of office. Then you go to the area of now the injustice. That means in a matrimonial home you know they please waiting the law say for married man and married woman. So because you know they do if that woman can report you, that means you don't come with case against you. But if you don't report it, you know pass somewhere the pass you see, they won't come make a case. They might not the woman not make a case, you can make that when they see some positive congosa go there, but you they will put a negative congosa. Okay, but with that, I say this an education for level they come out from the known to the unknown. What is sabi and the one will not be sabi, let you know. And if that offense is there, enough for that 4 panel, you man cheat you or you the woman you cheat you man, una can't legal about who they address the issue on daily basis. Okay, but the injustice, the court, when they pray say 1,000 miles start with a step, we don't see progress, processes where they go on. Before this time, magistrate not there, they said about what they see now. So one let the judiciary, let the judiciary, let them improve more. I mean, as expectation of the moderator and the viewers there, they want let the magistrate improve more. And with the press say, there's a long way. We will still go. I mean, with all the crowd they cry. So other country they go, they don't cry. A pastor too they cry for now. Now this crowd not left for UN security they don't be now they part of her because we get something the whole they do. Other country they don't do at all. Now this don't lead we under. So now process. Thank you very much.
Alright, viewers, members who will start the program, we talk and say injustice and violation of human rights, unfairness. So if your rights is being violated, that now injustice. But also members say to every right there is a responsibility to say, and the responsibility is with you. You self get also a responsibility for protect those rights, those facilities being provided for you. So in a place wherein you fail to exercise your responsibility as a salon person,
duties,
then no say you likely be in a place for suffer injustice. And then we also talk about the way we don't live with ourselves. We also don't resolve to so many injustice. And today we talk about one of the topmost cry now economic injustice, because everywhere around the country everybody is shouting, crying, because prices of commodities, especially basic commodities, things that we get for do it, we live in, they skyrocketing, you know, with the increment of fuel and all of those stuffs. We also they foresee, though we know you know see happen it, but we also they foresee ETSA and other of it. But we they pray there this time around because you know they talk about injustice. But hearing you will get ETSA, they will come again at radio, they will come again at TV and tell people and why then they increase the tariff, because they say according to them they want to provide.
That's
they want to provide the services for people. I know it's a topic for another day, but we are talking about injustice. In fact, I will tell you, say injustice is a white something we will get for look at. So, I mean, again for keep this program going. But what we are actually saying is that when una say una they increase for make facility able for be provided effectively, they happen that with a more so when a prepaid system they use. I think the only easy way for make I not get light, I want not get top up. But if I get top up on my meter, there is no reason wey I for suffer besides top up or fault na we area. So with that, I want to say plenty thank you to una wey do the program, and then like I always say, this program na a program we hope for maintain. We hope for maintain. I'm not a program we intend for do for a short while, because there are so many topics within this civic education and the civic hour again for actually they look inside, but we actually need una support. So there, una come na Mercy TV within Tengbe Town, just na the old market, and then come and see how una can give me support so that this program we're able for the move up. Yeah. So with this, I want to say bye bye, and on Wednesday again, by the grace of God, at 8 o'clock na net, we go sooner again. Until then, Mina Remy Davis na tata.
Thank you, Mr. Remy Davis of Vista Bank. And I know say today, of course, it was hectic, and we also say great thanks to we legal aid man. I tell we a lot of things and we in a law aspect. You know, professional misconduct. You don't talk about harassment. You don't talk about. But one thing we left with we is that the Right Honorable Babatunde Edwards, the Lord Chief Justice, don't do a lot in the judiciary system. They don't extend the judiciary powers into all the hinterlands, and of course they don't also make sure say some cases don't they fast tracked by bringing case file them quickly and then assign judges and magistrates, which is very, very good. But one thing I'm always are not able to agree with Mr. Legal Aid Board is that yes, there is injustice and sexual harassment or whatever they talk about. But what do we know? There are more women that are being delivered in PCMH than men. And there are more men that died. So that one I had a left with you now, because it's, you know, God get, I mean, the Bible and the Quran also frown at those things, but then this is how the situation is. So God with us, with all what we don't say, of course we hope for make una see we again on Wednesday. The program is always at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. And this, of course, now gonna host the moderates the civic hour, of course. So say 30 Wednesday, I say tata to una all. This na Mr. Elvis Sama. They say bye bye.
Mercy TV, broadcasting live from our studios in Freetown. Our broadcast stretches across the Mano River Union and surrounding areas, with unique quality and uplifting programs of hope, faith and love. Our strong emphasis are on home content, educational and inspirational dramas and more. We broadcast the gospel with signs and wonders, reflecting the will of God daily. Our audience also enjoys local, national and international news. With Mercy Media, your business is already a success.